Cancer, welcome to Soul Code Tarot. You're with me, Catherine. This is a message from Spirit around what the number one blocks to abundance are and how to fix that. So I hope you're well, Cancer. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my work, it would be amazing if you could like, share, and subscribe. So I'm going to start working here with the Moonology Oracle. Then we're going to move into a second Oracle deck. And then we will move into the Tarot and finalize and get that clarity with the Gene Keys so we know what the shadow is at play and we know what the dilemma is at play. So you can perhaps meditate, contemplate, focus on releasing that to unblock abundance and bring in that prosperity in 2026. You know, Cancer, I strongly believe that, as a collective, all signs, all human beings, that if we can really unblock our own personal issues around abundance, particularly as we move into 2026 and beyond as humanity, then it really helps stabilize things on the earth. You know, when we're all not feeling prosperous and we are all wondering, what does abundance really mean? And how do I access that? It's tricky. But fundamentally, it comes down to each and every one of us to unlock our own blocks and then receive the abundance. Because when we are abundant as an individual being, we can help others and we can help them travel into that sense of prosperity as well. So the first card here, the suggestion for the number one block to your abundance and what to work on, Cancer, is it's a time to give rather than take. So one of the number one blocks has been about receiving and not giving. So this is not negative, it's not positive. Okay, and it also could be an inversion of that. So just looking at both ways it goes as these cards come through in your story, Cancer. So this is a Cancer collective reading. So each story you hold as you're listening to this will be unique to you. They're also saying don't let pride get in your way. So Cancer, if there is a sensation of pride coming through at the moment, this is one of the number one blocks halting abundance appearing in your life, in your stories and that which is going on. Anything else, please? So it's a time to give rather than take, and don't let pride get in your way. Thank you, Spirit. Cancer, if you're new to my readings, if the cards won't go back in, that's one way I read the energy. And if they come out, that's also clearly a communication from Spirit. So Cancer, what we have here is Spirit is also saying a new romantic cycle is about to begin. So if you are feeling that there's been a block around romance and that block in the romantic cycle has been causing the sensation of lack of abundance, Spirit is saying coming forward in 2026, as we move out of 2025, is this feeling of a new romantic cycle beginning. That's powerful, Cancer. Now, also they're saying here, it's time to meditate and contemplate. So more meditation and contemplation is also going to help you unblock and unlock abundance and prosperity. And then finally, wow, conclusions are within reach, Cancer. Conclusions are within reach. So if you're feeling like you don't know the answer to something that you are working on in your life, Spirit is saying the answers, the conclusion is in reach soon. And that will also, once you see what the conclusion is, what the reality is, then you can again move forward and unlock those gates to prosperity and abundance. Any more messages, please, for Cancer around their blocks to abundance and how they can work on that and regenerate the energy flow to open true prosperity, true abundance for the Cancer collective, please. So thank you, angels, spirit guides, Aveda Kiteshvara, ascended masters who may be with us. Just thanking you for your help. Okay, healing chaos. Cancer, if you've been sitting in chaos in your life or situations, Spirit is saying it's important to heal that chaos. Continuing to be in the chaos is going to be a block to abundance. So whatever it is, Cancer, just know that it is time for healing chaos now. So my heart going out to you, Cancer, because sitting in, feelings of chaos is exhausting, draining, incapacitating, and definitely doesn't feel like we can access abundance. Chaos is almost the opposite. Prosperity and abundance, health and wellness, these are things that are not chaotic. And actually, when we feel like we're sitting in abundance and prosperity and health and wellness, and some level of balance and not chaos, we actually feel abundant and we project abundance and we can give prosperity. And just bearing in mind, it's that first message, it's a time to give rather than take. So, any messages, please? For Cancer, thank you. So working with the tarot now. So again, those cards won't go back in. So this is around your blocks to abundance. So continuing with that message. So you have the Empress. So the block is around feeling that you are in your creativity, in your fertility, even around your motherhood, perhaps, around yes, just feeling that you are in the Empress energy. So whatever has been happening has been blocking you from feeling that sense of Empress energy, just feeling harmony, feeling that you are really powerfully strong, centered, balanced, feeling good, Cancer. This could be around pregnancy, fertility, of course. It could be around motherhood. It's around nurturing and being in that creative energy that is abundant and is prosperous. So whatever has been chaotic, it needs healing so that you can come into the Empress energy. And just coming through there as if life has been in chaos and the prosperity and the abundance you're seeking is motherhood, or, you're male and watching this and you really want to experience a family, your partner in pregnancy, then healing the chaos in either the life situation or the relationship will bring about the prosperity of the Empress energy. And remembering this can also be around, if you're watching this and it's more about the creativity and the birthing of your own kind of work project. If you're an entrepreneur, if you work for yourself, or if you're setting up business, or if you're setting up a new home for yourself, heal the chaos, and then that Empress, beautiful energy can be present. And Spirit is also saying, okay, nurturing. So Queen of Cups. So this is definitely very emotionally based, Cancer, and of course it would be for you, sense of feeling settled at home in a beautiful, secure home and feeling nurtured. So we don't feel those things when there's too much chaos or when there's been insane amounts of chaos, and the chaos, that's what's blocking. You've got to heal the chaos. Spirit is then saying temperance, that will bring the balance. Okay, so there's been chaos that's been blocking this abundance. Maybe you want to conceive, you or your partner, and it's been tricky because of chaos. Maybe you want to birth a business idea and it's been tricky because there's too much chaos. When you can heal that chaos, then incoming is this nurturing feeling, the Empress energy, and it will feel balanced. So temperance is temperate. It's balanced, it's feeling wholesome, it's feeling grounded. And, it seems potentially that it's coming through a new romantic cycle, whether it's in your current relationship or a brand new relationship that starts. And just reading what the cards have brought forward here. And just remember Don't let pride get in your way. Something there to focus on to release the prosperity and the abundance, Cancer. Let's look at what the gene keys say, because then we can look at what the shadow, as I said, is at play and what the dilemma is, and then what you can access to really open and unlock the abundance and the prosperity in the sense of a gift, or even a super gift, like a superpower, a city. Okay, so which gene key, please, for this situation Cancer is facing around the number one or blocks to their prosperity? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the dilemma is, yeah, wow, Cancer, it's around your comfort. So this is to do potentially with your home or the comfort within the romantic relationship you are in, Cancer. The dilemma is comfort. This is gene key 15. Now, this is what's blocking the sense of prosperity in relationship, and the sense of dullness, Cancer. So when you look at your home, your situation, whatever is relevant to you, the relationship that you're in or moving away from, it's been the shadow of dullness, and this has blocked that prosperity. This is what's been blocking the Queen of Cups, feeling nurtured. And that could be what the abundance is you're seeking, the prosperity. It's not been feeling balanced. It's been feeling chaotic, and it's not allowed you to explore and experience the Empress energy. Again, as I said, it could be about fertility, pregnancy, but it obviously could also be around just creating a healing home environment for yourself, Cancer, and a situation or situationship that feels healed, calm, nurturing. And that sounds like that is the prosperity, the abundance you may be seeking, rather than, we're not looking at pentacles here, we're not looking at money necessarily. Now, when you work through these steps, unblocking these locks to abundance, these stoppers at the minute, you're going to unlock this gift of magnetism. So what do you want to magnetize towards you, Cancer? Obviously releasing from the chaos, perhaps magnetizing a relationship that you feel that you can settle into, perhaps magnetizing a new home that you feel safe and secure and nurtured in. And just what is it that could bring in more balance? What more could you magnetize once you release this issue, this dilemma of comfort and dullness? And that's going to see you really open up and receive this abundance. It's going to sort of pull it in. You're going to feel like, wow, I can just feel like really light and bright again. Cancer, that's what I have for you. I really hope that has served. Let me know in the comments below. And if it's resonated, it would be amazing if you could like, share, and subscribe. Please take lots of care, Cancer. And just remembering, don't let pride get in your way. And just settle in, find that space away from chaos, and allow yourself to rebalance and find space to meditate and contemplate, that deep space to meditate and contemplate. And then the conclusions you would like to reach will be coming forwards. They're right there. Just take the time to meditate and contemplate, and that will bring you into a sense of understanding, and that will unlock everything for 2026. Cancer, take lots of care, sending you lots of love and a big virtual hug, and I'll see you again soon.